On September 3rd, 2016, I married the love of my life, Olalekan Salami, in sunny Orlando, Florida, my hometown. And he just so happened to be Nigerian. This is our wedding story. You guys know we met in New York City and we just built a really nice bond and relationship that turned into something extremely beautiful. When he asked my hand in marriage, of course I said yes. So here's our wedding story.
Thinking about what we've been through, the world can be a lonely place. Baby, I'm so glad that I found you. Now I got someone to embrace. From the day you stole my heart, I never ever want to be apart. Don't you feel the times are coming? 'Cause I feel it so strong. I've been on hold on, baby. Don't you feel the times are coming? When it feels so right to dance in the moonlight, baby, with you.
I remember this day so well. It was a crazy day. There was a hurricane that came a few days before and it impacted our wedding party and people coming in. But thankfully, everyone made it in, and this is the morning of our wedding. You see the girls in the dashikis representing, and the guys lively getting ready for what was to come. This weekend is still talked about amongst our friends. We had a blast. And you can imagine what it's like for Nigerian men to be anticipating meeting all these American women, not knowing if they were going to be pleasant, receptive, and the same thing for the girls, right? But the truth is, we had a blast, and this wedding is still talked about a lot amongst our friends because of the fun we had. Shout out to Hakeem who's talking here. If it wasn't for Hakeem, Lakeland and I would have never met. And see our best man Shagun, he gave my husband the best haircut that day. There were people literally from all over the world who came, including places like UK and Nigeria, of course. So we really wanted to make sure everyone had a nice time. And my husband, he didn't disappoint. I had no idea he was getting dressed looking so dapper on this morning. There was so much chaos behind this wedding, you have no idea. But I'm sure that's typical for most weddings. So I just want to say that we did our best to combine some of the things we thought were important for Nigerian weddings in our white wedding because we didn't have a traditional wedding, which is really sad. And shout out to Dr. Tommy. It was his birthday party that we were going to the night that we actually met. So it was very special that he actually spoke at our wedding. And you see the girls helping me get ready. My mom is there. Uh, Very special day. This is the church where I attended as a young person up until I went off to college. So I was so happy I was able to go back to my home church and exchange vows with my soon to be husband. The church itself was beautiful, so we didn't spend a lot of money on the actual decor of the church. And our piano player, Miss Karen, taught me music lessons as a young person in this church. And I was so grateful for her. She played those pianos till her fingers wore out because we were definitely late. And I can say it was not my fault. Now, I don't know why everyone was sitting in the back of the church. It bothered me to see that in the video, but what can you do? I don't know why people chose to sit so far in the back. The pastor here is from Zimbabwe. We love him. He did our premarital counseling and he held it down for us. That's my sister. That's Ashley. We went to law school together. My friend Beatrice and my little sister Erin. And this little girl with the bottle, let me tell you. And my uncle gave me away on my wedding day. I decided that I wanted to have 10 bridesmaids and 10 groomsmen very early on, and everyone came through. We were very, very happy that we got everyone on board. Shout out to all of the kids. They did so well during this ceremony. One of them started sweeping the floor with the broom that we eventually jumped over. That was hilarious. But man, the thing that I remember most about this ceremony, other than the speaking, was my feet were killing me. And so this is basically the church. And the pastor said so much during the ceremony that touched me about Africans marrying Americans and what that means and how everything comes full circle for African Americans. You've heard me talk about it on this channel before, so you completely get it, right? Especially with this jumping of the broom. We had such a great time. Just like any other wedding, the reception was everything. We had so much fun. You see the Chelsea Football Club cake. I was so hell-bent on keeping this wedding small, and I think we did a really good job. These are my favorite shots. Shout out to Maxon, our MC. He was very funny. And of course, the entrance. So much fun. So we basically revamped the church's gym for our wedding, and it took a lot to get it looking like something decent, but I think we did a really good job for the space. I've seen other weddings here, and I think ours has been probably one of the nicest so far with the decor, especially with it being so small. I love seeing everyone dance. That lady in the back with the dress on, that's my aunt. You can't tell her she's not 25. So you could definitely tell who is Nigerian, who's African American. Our food was mixed as well. We had African cuisine and we had like soul food. So there was a good mix. So what we decided to do is to spend the first half of the reception in our white wedding clothes and then switch for the second half of the reception to our native clothing. I just want to make sure that I danced in a white gown and all of that, and we got footage and pictures in the white gown. Then you see DJ Expression. A lot of you may know him. He's part of our family. So now my family went crazy when they started spraying money. They didn't know whether to pick it up or leave it or what. It's one of the great things about having a cross-cultural marriage is all the things you learn in the between time. And what's funny is that most of these guys are married. Now, this blue dress came with a lot of drama. I'm going to do a separate video to tell you all about how I almost got scammed with trying to make a dress in Nigeria for my wedding. Look at the girls in the Astro B. You guys know fuchsia is my favorite color, so I had to do it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to my channel. If you like what you saw today, please hit the like button, subscribe, and share with your friends. Until next time, take care. Bye.